What's up, folks? It's Brian. I'm back again. My last video was, kind of shitty video because it was, one of those days. But anyway, let's see. Long time no comic book video. I don't normally reply back to a lot of my comments in the comment section just because I'm lazy. And so what I'm gonna do is, as soon as it pops up here, I'm just gonna reply back on here. Give me a second. Alright, so let's see. You're gonna see me looking around here. That's because I'm looking at my monitor. Clouded Journey. So you said sweet sign. Thank you. In fact, a few of you commented on the sign that I got. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not the only dork that likes that sign. I think it's pretty cool personally. Um, I feel very fortunate to get to work at a comic book store, even though it's like super dead end job, and I'm really only doing it because I need a little extra money right now, and I love comic books. So yeah, I do. Even though like I said, last week wasn't a happy week for comics for me, or as far as new comics. So, anyways, Clouded Journey, back to you. Superior Foes of Spider-Man is ending next issue. Might as well finish off the series. How come you never read your books? All right, I think I did reply. I do read my books, but I'm going back to school right now, and between work and school and hanging out with my kid, something's got to give, and so it's usually the comic books that are given away. Not away. I don't give them away. That's foolish. No, my time to read my comic books is given up for other things in my life. Um, I do get to them eventually. It's not like I have books that are never going to be read. Eventually, I will get to them. So that being said, yeah, I'm probably gonna finish up Superior Foes, especially if it's ending soon, because I still do think it's funny. It's just that I think without a Superior Spider-Man, regular Superior Spider-Man, it's kind of silly to have Superior Foes of Spider-Man title. They could go ahead and change the title to something else, and I'd probably keep right on reading it. Um, all right, so there's Clouded Journey. That's an answer to your questions. Next up, I got John DaCosta. It says, dude, I had to subscribe. I was laughing the whole way through. Laughing my ass off. Great commentary. Well, John, thank you. I'm always kind of a little shocked and humbled that any of you guys even watch my videos and spend your time this way. So I truly appreciate that you do watch, and it's even better that you like my bullshit commentary. Next up, we got my buddy Adam Day. Um, Dude, that sign is awesome. I'm with you at the moment. A lot of books are shit right now. I agree, Adam. Uh, I think a lot of it has to do with not necessarily a lot of books, because there are a lot of good books out there. I just think that it's a lot of the books that we grew up with, a lot of the titles that we're used to seeing done better are kind of not being given the service they deserve. I grew up with Marvel. I'm a huge. I've always been a fan of Marvel comics. It just seems to me that they're not putting the money into the artist that they could. I mean, we're putting our money into those fucking books every month. Um, Trust me, the price is pretty high. $4 for a book, and I've even heard that they're going to be going higher. I'm not sure, but I mean, for a single issue that is smaller than comics used to be, I believe, I feel is a real disservice to us to be giving us, not just crazy stories, but shitty artwork in a lot of cases. I can't count the number of times that. Okay, let me find an example real quick. I probably won't be able to. Okay, here's one. I think. Give me a second. Yeah, I could go ahead and call this this is a pretty good cover title or cover to me, but when you compare the cover to the artwork on the inside, um, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't believe that the cover or that the interiors are living up to the covers in most cases, in particular with Marvel. So that being said about Marvel, anyways, DC, I don't really care for the DC title so much because when I was a kid and got into reading comics, DC books were pretty campy and I don't know, they just weren't. I couldn't relate to them like I could Marvel books because I had fucking optic beams when I was little, but I grew out of them. So yeah, I think the DC is doing a pretty good job with writers and artists. I really wish that some of those artists would defect and go back to Marvel, or go to Marvel, or go back to Marvel, because those are the characters that I love, and I really, really would like to see them being handled better. Okay, you said, Adam, you said, I don't think much of Axis, and the Thanos looks as though it will be about his son. Um, I'm kind of excited about Axis. I still need to read it. And the Thanos book, I've got to start throwing some of these books back that are appearing in my pull box. I've never been a huge Thanos fan, so I don't know. Maybe his son is a pretty. I think we're talking about the son from the most recent Infinity storyline, so he seemed like he had potential. And then you go on to say, I'm pissed at the amount of Wolverine books we'll get, even though he's dead. A is most definitely for assholes. I agree. Let's see here. We have the Logan Legacy. Although, I have to say that I'm probably going to read this one soon. And I thumbed through it real quick. And I don't know, man. I might be eating my words on this one because this one looks like it has potential. As if they would just, I don't know, if they were to give it a different name instead of, and I don't know, but they've got to throw Wolverine in there somehow to get us suckers to buy it. So, Adam, I'm going to move on from you. I'm going to go to Carnage R. It says, I wish the comic book people, Marvel and Company, would see this video. You must have an awesome discount to get a lot of shitty comics like that. Haha, nice sign. Again, with the sign, thank you. I appreciate it. I love the sign. You know what? I'm not really sure. I mean, it would be nice if Marvel and Company would take heed of what some of us out here are saying, because I know I'm not the only person that feels this way about what they're doing. My discounts, I think it's probably a standard employee discount. Not going to go ahead and talk too much about that, just because it's it's all right. It's a nice perk for working at the comic shop, considering probably half my money from the shop goes back into the shop. Jockiest Nerdiest, that sign is sweet and a great find. Yes, it was a great find because I found it in a storage unit where it wasn't going to see the light of day. Probably never would have shown up anywhere. So, again, I feel fortunate enough to get. I feel fortunate to get to work at the comic shop where I can rummage through storage and find cool shit like that. Now, Drew Carson, you say that sign is cool. I agree with a lot of new comics suck these days. That's why I'm buying so many back issues recently. Drew, I agree with you 100% on the back issue thing. You can, my last video, I think I showed some of my older stuff, or some of the stuff I bought at the dollar store, or I'm sorry, can't say shit right. Anyways, at the used bookstore, I get a lot of dollar books there. They're not always in the best of shape, but a lot of stuff is good. It's good reading. Not only that, but the thing about back issues is, you can usually, if you wait long enough, honestly, you can probably get a lot of back issues for cheaper than cover price. The only problem is those books like, not that. Let's see here. Nope, not that. Not that. Oh, fuck. Alright, it's coming up soon, I promise. Or something like it. Okay, so the problem with waiting to try to get, good deals on back issues instead of just buying the brand new off the shelf is when a book like this comes along. And let's say you've been, this is something you want to read. Get fucking Gwen Stacy as a Spider-Man. Is very popular, I believe, because this book right here shot up. A customer came in and told me how he was trying to find it, but it's going to be $20 on eBay. Hold on, just one more second. So, this is a cover price of, $3.99. That's $4. If you wait long enough, most of these Spider-Verse books are going to be, in a dollar bin somewhere eventually. But that particular one has jumped through the roof. And the one that really jumped through the roof is this variant. I've seen this auction on eBay for $96 or more. I've seen it go for 50 easily. Okay, so I've seen it go many times for the $50 price. I've only seen a couple where it was up to like 96, $100 in that range. So again, man, you're always kind of taking a chance if you wait. But like I said, you can't go wrong with back issues, especially if you get on Craigslist to find some good deals, or I don't have the patience for it, but if you go to not flea markets, but garage sales and yard sales, you can get, great deals on comics there. Shit, you can get those fuckers for nickels and dimes. All right, so Drew, thank you for your comment. This next one, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce, but I think it's Spider-Man63. Sorry, your weekly stuff was shitty, bro. It'll be better this week, hopefully. Awesome sign, though. I'm jealous. LOL. Great stuff, man. Take care. Spider-Man, thanks, dude. Like I said, I appreciate that you guys watch. I don't always get a lot of views on my videos, and I don't know. I'm not really doing it for the views, I suppose, because if I were, I would find some other gimmicky way to get more views. So, anyways, Spider-Man, I appreciate your comment, and again, with a sign, Timmy, my buddy Tim. You could shave with it, but why would you want to, right? Anyways, awesome time. Sorry, our yearbook sucked this week. Again, so my bad. I think I left it in the comment, but I'll go ahead and throw it in here anyways. I did get 2 books last week that did not suck. One was Trees. It's issue 6. I'm really enjoying this book. I've been getting into the sci-fi stuff a lot lately, with that Black Science and things, and really, really like it. Manifest Destiny issue number 11. It's really kind of hard to read. But this book was getting a little slow, a little whatever, but this issue was good. I think they're picking up. After all, they're now not. They're unstuck from the that arch. Which one? Captain Lewis and Clark. I think it's Lewis. Yeah, I think Lewis about lost his shit over that giant frog thing and took care of it. That's all I'll say about that. But it was a good ass kicking that frog got. So that's my little shout out to you guys and your thank yous and your comments. So now I'm going to show you some books that I got off of eBay. These books, there's nothing great about these books. No particular reason why I bought them, except for I had a customer come in the store and I sold them on Avengers of JLA 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was certain that we had all 4 of them, but we didn't have issue 2 in the back issue bin. So he was an older dude. This is coming from me, so he's positively ancient. But he said he didn't use eBay. I'm like, okay. Sorry. So anyways, I went online and got the book for him. So the book was, I don't know, $4 and $6, or no. Yeah, it's $4 and $6 for shipping. I'm like, you motherfuckers. But it was $6 for shipping up to 10 books. So I checked the rest of their store and I got some books for myself. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, here's 9 of them. So no particular reason. These books were all $1. Robin 126. It's the Girl Wonder. Kind of like the cartoony look of it. So there's that. Power Girl number 8. I believe it's an Amanda Conner. Yep, it's Amanda Conner. Drawing Power Girl. Yep. If you can't figure out why I like this book, then go get some testosterone, buddy, because it's just a comic book though, so it's not really that reason. Power Girl versus Satana's Animal Army. It's issue 9. And I'll get to these eventually to read them. I got Spectacular Spider-Man number 23. What caught my eye is that it's a Greg Land cover. Like his work. Gen 13, 11. Don't know who Carlo plus Drew are, but they did the cover at least. Gen 13. I think this is when I believe this volume was after they went over to DC, after Wildstorm went to DC. Here's issue 12. Here's issue 13. And I'm probably going to go ahead and fill in that entire volume because I have most of the Gen 13 books from when they were with Image. Here's issue 14. So yeah, I'd like to kind of see what happened after they left. Then I got Birds of Prey number 65. Again, a Greg Land cover. I didn't discover Greg Land until he got onto Sojourn with CrossGen Comics. Before that, I'd never seen his work, never paid attention to it. I believe he was working at DC, and it was probably on a book like Birds of Prey. I'm not sure. But I had never seen his work before. I fell in love with his work on Sojourn, and I've been a fan of his work ever since. Now here's another book I got on Feebay. It's Archer and Armstrong Zero, Barry Windsor Smith's work. To be honest, I think that by the time Barry Windsor Smith got onto the Valiant books, I think his work kind of is hurting for it. So I believe this is the first appearance of A&A. I think Armstrong may have appeared in Eternal Warrior comic first. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, and it's also a gold version, so I don't know if that matters to anybody, but that's what it is. We got Eternal Warrior number 4. This is just an amazing cover, and I think it's amazing anyways. I believe this is the first appearance of Bloodshot. Either first appearance or first cameo, which honestly a cameo is an appearance, so I would say it's first appearance. Now, so that Spider-Verse number 2, Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, I went on Sunday to hunt around to different comic shops to find that book. And while I was at one of the shops, I didn't find it there. So, and it's one of the other shops, and the guy that owns it he's a pretty cool dude. He's always nice to me every time I go in there. So I always like to look at his back issues and whatnot. So I picked something out that I think is pretty freaking cool, and it is The Avengers, Volume 1, number 52. Now, for those of you who don't know, it is the first appearance of the Grim Reaper. And if you didn't know that already, he was nice enough to put a sticker on there to tell me so. And I believe this, according to him, it's a VG plus. I paid $28 for it, and I'm happy with that price. Could have been cheaper, but it's also still a pretty good book. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just home between classes and bored. That's why I did this video. And again, to Tim, Spider-Man, Drew Carson, Jockiest Nerdiest, Carnajar, Adam, Clouded Journey, John DaCosta. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your comments. Peace out, yo.